Keep the dining out going by keeping yourself protected and your COVID-19 vaccines up to date. Can I ask you a question? Why do you want to get the COVID-19 vaccine?
I don't like getting sick. The virus will die. It will be easy to not catch it. Keep my family safe and keep playing soccer. Because I love being vaccinated.
What's your hope for everyone?
I hope everybody gets the vaccine to keep safe and strong. Be like happy, having fun everywhere. Everyone stay safe and hope you get the vaccine.
Get ready for The Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's dedicated update show. Events, businesses, and people. Anything and anyone causing a ripple in the community. And now, let's dive in to The Splash Live.
Good morning and welcome to The Splash Live. Dave Scott in our Splash Live studios on this Tuesday morning in the greater West Bloomfield area. Good morning, West Bloomfield. Good morning, Sylvan Lake. Good morning, Kego. Good morning, Orchard Lake. Good morning to everyone around the area. It's great to be with you. Dave Scott here. And we've got an hour and a half of live television coming up for you this morning, as we do each and every day. I'm here until 10 o'clock with the Splash Live, taking a look at the very local stories right here in West Bloomfield. Tyler Keefe checks in at 10 o'clock this morning with the Megacast. Take a little bit broader look at our general area all around West Bloomfield, Oakland County, and the state of Michigan. Easy to watch and listen to our show. You can check us out on Comcast, Channel 15, on AT&T on cable, on Channel 99. There's a menu system. Go in there and pick your community, and our programming will show up. Also easy to watch our programs on civiccentertv.com. It's our website. You've got a great video player in full high definition. Many people now are watching us in social media, and you can do that by going to Facebook and searching for Civic Center TV. You can see our tag right there. Or hopping over to YouTube, where we are live on YouTube TV. Again, searching for Civic Center TV. The other way to watch and listen every day, actually not watch and listen, but certainly listen, is on 89.3 Lakes FM all around the greater West Bloomfield area as you're driving to work or going to and fro. That is a place to listen to our programming, and we are there live this morning. Thank you very much. So I've been working really hard to put a plan in my life to get a little bit more exercise, get some more activity. So a couple of things. First of all, today we're going to explore pickleball later on in the program. Maybe that's something we can do. That should be fun. So we'll talk a little. See, there's somebody playing pickleball right here on one of our West Bloomfield pickleball courts. And I know with the winter coming, it's getting a little colder outside, but that's something. It's not, the courts are smaller, I think, than tennis. So as I'm trying to get back and active a little bit more, maybe that would be a good thing. Maybe good for you too. We'll find out more about it. And very possible you're already playing some pickleball. The other thing is, just in my other life, I've got the tie on. I'm a businessman and I'm out on meetings all the time. Somebody scheduled a meeting for me today to meet them at Top Golf, which is in northern Oakland County. You've probably been out there and maybe you've seen it. There's a nice picture on I-75. And, I know about business meetings on the golf course, but this is kind of a spin on that, a business meeting today that I've got at Top Golf. And it's really nice cool day. The driving range here at Top Golf, very fancy, as you can see, where you're inside hitting golf balls and then they go out onto the driving range, and it's really spectacular. I'm looking forward to getting out there and seeing what that's all about. A couple of different ways that you too can get active, and swimming, walking, hitting the trails, whatever. What's going on weather-wise here in West Bloomfield today? It's going to be a little bit cooler. We do have some snow on the way, cold front moving through, things cooling off later on in the day. We're theoretically only going to get up to 33 degrees today, but I think it's starting a little bit warmer in some areas. We'll cool off, some snow on the way, and then it's going to stay much cooler than it has been the past couple of days as we get into tomorrow. And in fact, it looks like all the way through the rest of the week. So a big cool down expected here in the greater West Bloomfield area. Look for that and look for a couple of snowflakes falling throughout the next couple of days. So lots going on in our community, and this time of year, So many charitable efforts are making headlines. Here's a good one. I was just talking to Kurt Lawson this morning, our deputy chief of police in West Bloomfield, and he was telling me all about the Stuff a Truck program. It is a program that is associated with and for the benefit of Toys for Tots and also the Oakland County Animal Shelter. So there's going to be this event. It's going to be 12 until 6, as you can see on your screen, a week from Saturday, December 10th, a week from Saturday, 12 to 6, in front of Orchard Mall on Orchard Lake Road and Maple Roads in West Bloomfield. So the police will be out there, trucks will be out there, and I think the name tells the whole story. Stuff a Truck for Toys for Tots. And when I caught up with Lawson this morning, he was down at Fox 2 promoting this and some other things. So just wanted to make sure that you knew this is coming up. We'll try to get him on the air tomorrow when he's not down at one of the local TV stations, him or Chief Patton or somebody else, and find out more about this program. But mark your calendar right now. It's going to be next Saturday. I'm involved in a program this weekend that is kind of interesting, and it's called Operation Good Cheer. Just wanted to bring it to your attention. Here's some of the amazing people working on Operation Good Cheer. Now, this happens and is all centered out at the Oakland Pontiac Airport. And basically what happens is you've got all these people collecting all kinds of goods, and then pilots show up, and there's more air traffic at Pontiac Airport on Saturday than any other day of the year. And pilots volunteer their services and their airplane that they're using for recreational or business trips. And we load up all of these airplanes with gifts and fly them all over the state of Michigan and get the goodwill out to people in some of the more rural areas of the state of Michigan that may not benefit from having all of the donations that you might expect in a large metropolitan area. So that's Operation Good Cheer. If you want more information, you can look it all up on the social media outlets. And, you can probably just come out to Pontiac Airport on Saturday and offer a helping hand. But a lot more information on how you can donate, look it up on the internet. It's called Operation Good Cheer, one of just a number of things going on in our area. And there'll be a whole lot more that we'll be talking about over the next couple of weeks. Always good to give any time of year and be helpful, but especially this time of year, a lot of these programs come up. So good to know about it, good to let you know. On the development front, there's still a lot going on here in our community, and I think there always will be. But, if you talk to anybody, you say, well, West Bloomfield, Kego, Sylvan Lake, Orchard Lake, these communities are pretty much built out. Well, there's a lot of development still going on in our area. And a couple of things this morning, a big West Bloomfield Township Planning and Environmental Commission. Those two commissions are going to meet this evening. You can watch it live right here on Civic Center TV. And they will be discussing a complex called Montclair West. It's going to be a 60-unit residential development. I think that's another name for a subdivision. And they're going to talk about all the details of that and work on the environmental design very early in the process. But if you want to learn more about it, you can tune in tonight and look at the work that the Environmental and Planning Commissions are working on. This complex is at Haggerty and West Maple Road, and put together by Moshieri Custom Homes. So we'll find out more about that tonight in that meeting, and we'll air live on Civic Center TV. Speaking of homes and building, some West Bloomfield High School students enjoyed a guided tour of the Affleck House in Bloomfield Hills, designed by none other than world-famous architect Frank Lloyd Wright. They're the students over at that amazing home. They learned about architecture, codes, clearances, and had an amazing experience with their teacher. It's just good to see these students are getting some practical hands-on experience. Speaking of development and some of the big things that we have coming up here in West Bloomfield, how about Schuler Books in West Bloomfield? That is due to open right after the first of the year. And if you think about that, that's really amazing. Schuler with locations, local Michigan bookstore, with locations, 3 other locations around the state, has decided in this environment with the internet, with Amazon, with all the other ways to get books online, to put a huge bookstore right in West Bloomfield, at the heart of West Bloomfield, at 15 Mile and Orchard Lake Road. Really excited about that. We're trying to get them on the air with us to learn more about how the progress is going on. Their website says the store should be open in early January, but if you're excited about it, you can go online, go to the Schuler Books website, learn more about this effort, and you can already start to order online through their website. So again, tomorrow morning, we expect to have more conversation about that right here on the Splash Live. We're going to take a break, but when we come back, we're going to talk about accidents. Now, last week in the show, we talked about some of the most dangerous intersections in our area and found that a number of them were right here in West Bloomfield. Another issue, and I know you're well aware, another issue is car deer accidents, and the numbers are pretty interesting. We'll take a look at that in just a moment when we return. Good morning, I'm Dave Scott. You're watching The Splash Live, and we'll be right back.
We'll be right back with The Splash Live. Watch Civic Center TV with our brand new live captions. To turn on live captions, go to civiccentertv.com and click Watch Live. In your web browser, click on the Options tab in the top right and find the Accessibilities tab. Then just switch on live captions to heighten your enjoyment of our local programming. Thank you so much for watching Civic Center TV.
I'm feeling good.
Let's savor these moments. Made possible by the COVID-19 vaccine. Keep the dining out going by keeping yourself protected and your COVID-19 vaccines up to date.
And now, back to The Splash Live.
Good morning. Thank you very much for watching The Splash Live. I'm Dave Scott. Deer accidents, a big problem all across Oakland County. We'll talk more about that in a couple of minutes. But earlier in the show, I was talking about getting out, getting a little bit of exercise, and it got me thinking about different things I could do. You know, certainly a walk, maybe some cross-country skiing, but all the rage right now, all of my friends are playing pickleball. So we thought we would check in with one of the establishments where there's an awful lot of pickleball going on, and that is the Sports Club of West Bloomfield. And joining us now is Debbie Hack. She is the Adult Tennis and Pickleball League Coordinator. Debbie, good morning. Welcome to the program.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. So we've all seen your facility. It's on Farmington and Orchard Lake Road, and you got that big tent there, as I call it, tent. I'm sure you've got a more official name for it, where you've got all those tennis courts and people are playing indoor, and it's been there for quite a while. But I assume you, like the others in your industry, are converting many of those courts over to pickleball.
That is true. Pickleball is very hot, the hottest sport in the country and pretty much across the world. But we're converting courts to accommodate pickleball here at the Sports Club in West Bloomfield. We've got 11 courts that are available for pickleball. So it's an exciting thing. It's fun. And anybody can learn how to play.
All right, that behind you, that looks more like a tennis racket than a pickleball racket.
I like vintage tennis rackets. I'm a tennis player that plays pickleball now, like many.
All right. So what is it that's making pickleball so darn attractive to people? It is probably it's probably the hottest thing going on in our country right now with regard to participation sports.
It is indeed. It is the reason it's so hot is because it's easy to pick up. I think people would say that the scoring itself is the hardest part of the game, and anybody can play it. It's a smaller, shorter court than tennis, so a lot less running. It's easier on the joints, so it's good for people of all ages. And it's a great start for kids even to learn hand-eye coordination and a ball and a paddle versus a racket. It's just easy to pick up. People love it, and it's very, very social.
So it's kind of like tennis, but the game is a little slower. The court's a little bit
Right.
smaller, and you don't have to be in world-class shape to get started. Although the people
Correct.
that I talk to that play pickleball say it's a pretty darn good workout.
Well, this is the paddle that you use
Okay.
and a ball. So it's like a wiffle ball. It's very simple. And it's just it's a cross between really ping pong, tennis, badminton. It's just so much fun, and it's fun to play, and people love it, and people are very inclusive, and they love to have new people come out. They love to teach new people, all ages.
I kind of, and again, I got to get in the game here. Okay. I'll come
Yeah.
over and, okay, somebody like me that is obviously out of shape and has not been getting a lot of exercise. Is it okay? Am I going to kill myself getting out there? And, I assume there's some other people that I can start with that are not like crazy experts at this, right?
Correct. We offer, we have a wonderful pro here, and his name is Nick Meyer. He gives lessons, group lessons, private lessons. He's fantastic. A lot of people know him. So he does a lot of clinics, things like that. We offer, once you get into the game, we have open play here. You do not have to be a member to come and do open play, and it's for all levels are welcome. It's throughout the week, during the day, some evenings. So it's very accommodating to people who work or not work. And then once you get a little bit better, I offer a number of leagues throughout the day and over the weekend in the evenings. Again, to try and accommodate as many people as possible.
Debbie Hack is with us. She is with the Sports Club of West Bloomfield on Farmington Road at Maple Road. You know them well. And they're part of this national pickleball craze. Now, my friend who plays pickleball, she seems obsessed with it.
Yes.
That's all she does now. I don't get a chance to go out and have a cocktail with her anymore because she's always playing pickleball, and she's working up through the ranks. She called me the other day and said, Dave, it's really cool. I'm one group away from being in the best group where I play. Does that sound like a familiar story to you?
Very familiar.
Yeah.
Very. It's an obsession. People play every single day if they can get out here. During the summer, you'll see courts are packed. So obviously in the winter, when people move outside and they don't have the luxury to go and travel to warm climates, these clubs and all the clubs in the area, and especially ours, we are full, and people come in droves. So it is an obsession, and you just want to get better.
Talk a little bit about it. I think it's like this if you're going to any kind of a club, if you're starting to work out again or to get back into it and you've been out of the game for a little while. People shouldn't be intimidated about walking in the front door, should they?
No. As a matter of fact, and it's funny because I'll start all of my leagues with all these players and I'll say, please stretch. And again, we all need to do that. Please stretch. Do not hurt yourself. I cannot tell you how many people pick up this game and go out and play every day and forget to get on the court and stretch for a little while. And so many people get injured, and it's not necessary. It's not necessary. You're here for fun. Don't get hurt.
No, absolutely. And you don't need to go out. Just anything you can do, especially as you get older, anything you can do to just get your body moving and get out. You're sitting in the office all day, or you're with your kids all day. Any excuse you can get out and move around a little bit is a good thing. Let's talk about the equipment for pickleball. Obviously you need a pickleball racket, I assume. Right.
You need a paddle. And a ball. Basically, if you have a paddle ball, some tennis shoes, and it doesn't have to be, make sure they're good tennis shoes and you're not going to slide around. You're on a tennis court surface. So on most places, some clubs don't have that, but here you're on tennis court surface. So it's very good. It's very nice. The ball will bounce. That is all you need. That is it. Right. And water.
A lot of water, probably.
Yeah.
because I understand it is a workout. And I imagine like anything else in the exercise realm and anything else that's this social, because I understand the other really good thing about pickleball, if you're single, you might want to get out and start playing some pickleball because it's a pretty social activity from what I understand.
Yes.
But, there's probably a fashion component too. There is with anything where people are working out. You don't need to. You can show up in your, 1977 West Bloomfield High School T-shirt and shorts if you want, if you still fit in them, which I don't.
Yes.
But there's probably a fashion side to it too. Are there specific pickleball clothes and apparel that people are wearing too?
Well, obviously, since it's one of the hottest sports, there's a lot of companies coming out with pickleball specific clothes. But to be quite honest with you, if you have a pair of shorts and a t-shirt, and it can be a West Bloomfield High School t-shirt or whatever,
Okay.
you can come and play. I am not that person that dresses up to play tennis or pickleball. So we are happy to have you just come out and play.
So Debbie, how do people get information about your programs, what's available, your leagues, and then open play?
It's real simple, Dave. Everything that we offer is on our website at the Sports Club of West Bloomfield, SCWB. It's called thesportsclub.com. So it's all offered there. You can always call and ask for me, Debbie Hack. Happy to talk to anybody about how to get involved, how to get started. Open play, the schedules are all on our website, and they're here at the club as well. And open play is for members and non-members, same with leagues. Non-members can come take lessons with our pro Nick. I'm happy to give you his phone number, and it's just give me a call.
So yeah, a lesson might not be a bad idea if you're just getting started, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
I would definitely recommend coming out and taking a lesson for sure. Or because you want to learn the basics, I would also recommend, it's not like you're going to learn it from there, but looking at videos online, because it'll show you how the mechanics of the sport are.
Okay.
That's the way to learn.
All right, I'm off to YouTube as soon as I get off the air. We'll watch some pickleball here and around the office.
Come on out.
We won't get any work done all day long. Debbie, thank you so much for being with us. Good to meet you. I'll come
Thanks,
out
Dave.
and introduce myself in person, and maybe we can get a little bit of experience on the court, and hopefully I can come back and report to people how that went, because I definitely could use a little workout. So
Happy to show you how to do it, Dave. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Good to be
Have a great
with
day.
you. All right,
You too.
pickleball. It is the thing in our country, and obviously represented well right here in West Bloomfield through the Sports Club of West Bloomfield. We're going to take another quick short break, and when we return, we'll talk about the increasing number of automobile deer accidents right here in our county and in our greater West Bloomfield area. That and more coming up in a moment, right here on the Splash Live.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live.
Now that the vaccine is available for children 5 and up, why do you recommend it?
Kids are part of the community and they can spread COVID.
We're seeing both healthy children getting sick from the virus as well as children with underlying health conditions.
They can easily bring the virus home to other people that are vulnerable and make them sick as well.
This vaccine can change that and keep children safe.
It's essential that your children get vaccinated to protect them, to protect your families, and to protect those in the community around you.
What's happening around you? Hear about state events, businesses, and from the people behind them on the Megacast, an hour-long TV, radio, and streaming show keeping you informed on the day-to-day news. Listen in on talks with volunteer groups, documentarians, and financial advisors, Monday to Friday with your host, Tyler Kieft. Catch the Megacast weekdays from 10 a.m. to 11 on Civic Center TV, 89.3 Lakes FM, and streaming on mymytv.com. My Michigan TV is streaming everywhere on Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV, and more smart TV apps. My Michigan TV is on your phone too. Take us with you wherever you go. Just search for My Michigan TV on your favorite app store or visit mymitv.com. All Michigan, streaming everywhere. My Michigan TV. And now, back to the Splash Live.
Good morning. Welcome back to the Splash Live. Dave Scott. Make sure you stick around. Tyler Keefe will be here in just a couple of minutes with the Megacast, another hour of live local television for you right here on Civic Center TV. Make sure you do stick around for that and tune in every morning, Monday through Friday from 9:30 till 11 o'clock. Well, I was looking through the C&G newspapers, one of our fine local newspapers and publications here in the greater West Bloomfield area. Interesting article that came to my attention this morning about car deer accidents. And we talked last week in the show about the most dangerous intersections in Oakland County. We found that some of those intersections that are the most dangerous are right here in West Bloomfield. The number 2 intersection was Orchard Lake at 14 Mile, and then one of the roundabouts out by M5, also a dangerous intersection. Now, when it comes to car deer accidents, no big surprise. I guess it is kind of a surprise. You'd think there'd be more of them up north, but there's the article, and it says that Oakland County tops the list of the most deer car crashes in the state of Michigan. And that was a little bit of a surprise to me, although I do know that we have a deer population problem. Oakland County reported the most crashes of any county, 1,853 incidents in 2021, the last full year that we have reported for, followed by Kent County. Again, another area with a lot of population in the Grand Rapids area, Jackson County, Ottawa County, Lapeer County, Allegan and Genesee County, Calhoun and Kalamazoo and Washtenaw. So the biggest population of deer are in these areas where we're having the most accidents, and it's mainly suburban areas here in the state of Michigan, not up north where everyone goes for deer hunting. In 2021, Michigan State Police reported 52,218 vehicle crashes involving deer across the state of Michigan. And that number resulted in 10 fatal accidents for drivers. So do be careful. And I can tell you from driving into Civic Center TV every day, there's a lot of deer that are right next to our studios. And there's an area there. And thanks for the map, guys. That shows you the number of accidents in our counties here, with Oakland County being the number 1 county in the state of Michigan. But that is an awful lot of accidents with cars and deer in a pretty populated area. Now, understand, there's more cars here, there's more travel here, and we do know that there's a significant deer population. But you take a look at Oakland County on the map there with 1,836 car deer accidents, more than anywhere else in the entire state of Michigan. And that rings driving certainly across the metropolitan and southeastern Michigan area, as we mentioned earlier. But right at my drive every day, driving in to Civic Center TV, there's a wooded area right between our studios and then the West Bloomfield Town Hall. And there's a lot of deer in there. And those deer tend to wander out to Walnut Lake Road. And that's true wherever you drive across the lakes area. So do be extra careful. We're in a county where this is a big issue, and make sure you take some extra time. Tomorrow morning on the program, we're going to talk to Deputy Chief Lawson of the West Bloomfield Police Department, find out more about this truck Toys for Tots program they've got coming up. We'll talk more about this as well and a whole lot more. We're going to check in with West Bloomfield Parks and Recreation before the week is over. They got a lot of programs, including one coming up, I think, this weekend. We'll talk about it later in the week, where your kids can get a chance to write a letter to Santa in person. They don't even need to mail it to the North Pole. Santa will be right there, and your kids can head over to Parks and Rec and the Parks and Rec office and deliver that letter to Santa. Just one of the many holiday activities that they have going on. So if you want to make sure you're staying in touch with what's going on there, just like it's in a picture right there. If you want to make sure you're staying in touch with what's going on in our local community, we invite you to tune in each and every morning right here on the Splash Live. Thank you very much for being with us today. It's time to run along. Have a terrific day. Dress warm. It's cooling off a little bit. Be careful out there. Enjoy your day. Tyler Keefe is standing by, and he'll be checking in just a couple of minutes with the Mega Megacast, taking a look at all kinds of news and information from West Bloomfield and beyond. Have a great day.